How do I save both Krisu and Mayuri? I can't use D-mails. Too much could go wrong. I don't want to make the same mistakes again. Well, here's a point. Make a D-mail that's easy for yourself to cancel, maybe? In the end, all I could do is time leap. Time leaping can't save Mayuri, but at least it can delay her death, give me some time to find a solution. On this world line, Mayuri dies at 7:30 on the night of August 17th. That's about 26 hours from now. My battle has no end in sight. If only Suzuha were here. I could ask her for advice. But, even alone, I must find a way. So resolved, I start time leaping again to save Mayuri. I've done this before, when Mayuri died the first time at Mocha's hands. I tried to time leap to prevent her death. But I only tried running away that time. This time, I try every approach I could think of. I try hiring bodyguards to protect Mayuri. I tried taking Mayuri to South America, an entire world away from Japan. I tried crippling Seren with attacks on their servers, the ones they don't need, the IBN 5100. I tried getting Mayuri admitted to a hospital. It's hard, given Mayuri's perfect health, but I manage. My goal is to keep her from dying by a heart attack. I try everything I can possibly imagine. However, every plan fails. Mayuri dies again and again and again. Sometimes it's murder, sometimes accident, but every time I leap, Mayuri dies. Maybe it's really impossible to resist fate. As long as I remain on this world line, Mayuri can't be saved. Fate will kill her every time. From Mayuri's perspective, she only dies once. But I have seen her die dozens of times, all because of me, and yet, it no longer affects me as it used to. Little by little, I've grown desensitized to her death. In the beginning, I felt unbearable pain every time I saw her die, and murderous rage towards the ones responsible. Now I feel nothing. The realization stuns me. After dozens of leaps, I finally realized that what should have been obvious from the beginning. I never leaped back more than 26 hours. Why? I could go back as far as August 11th. One whole week in the past. And yet I never do. Why? Because I know that even if I do, nothing will change. I don't believe that anything will change. Every time Mayuri dies, I find myself thinking, another failure, what went wrong this time? I calmly analyse Mayuri's death and take the data and head to the time leap machine with a sigh. Like a gamer forced for the umpteenth time to restart a particularly difficult stage. I'm just going through the motions. I don't even realise until this moment how routine it had all become. Now that I have, my actions suddenly seem meaningless. I can't take another step. And that's how I found myself here, sitting motionless in front of the time leap machine. I've been staring at it for hours. When I got caught in that evening shower on the Radican rooftop, my clothes got soaked, but now they're completely dry. My body temperature has dropped, but I don't have the energy to warm myself with a shower. I sluggishly get to my feet and pick up the headset. The sight of it fills me with resignation? Whatever. There's no desperate drive to save Mayuri. No hope that this time it might succeed. Those emotions are long gone. In truth, they may have been gone since my argument with Krisu. Deep down, I always knew that she was right. To pretend not to see, I told myself that the time leap machine could solve everything. But that was just an excuse, a last attempt to satisfy my ego. In the end, all I'm doing is running away. I turn around in surprise, and there I see Krisu standing in the doorway. I thought she never wanted to see me again. Why is she here? Why? Krisu ignores my question and fixes me with her usual glare. Time leaping is just running away. You don't have to tell me. I already know. I know all too well. In the end, all I'm doing is running away, running from responsibility, running from the decision. If I had known I would have to make this choice, then I would have refused Suzuha's mission when she entrusted me with her mission. I've hurt people, lots of people, just to save Mayuri. And yet, I don't feel guilty anymore. I feel like I'm losing my humanity. Then why are you hesitating now? Maybe because my insurance, the time leap machine, isn't effective? Or maybe I just haven't mastered it yet? Maybe I haven't tapped into its full potential? Running only makes it hurt more. She suddenly looks away. Then she leans against the wall and smiles bitterly. I should know. Is Krisu running too? From what? Look at yourself, Okabe. You look like you've aged a decade. Your heart can't take it anymore. You don't need to beat yourself up like this. Just accept the truth. Like I said, you can't stay here. Go to the Beta World line. Go to the world where Mayuri doesn't die. Not just for your sake, but for mine as well. She's right, I have no options left. No more demills, no more time leaps. There's no perfect world where both Krisu and Mayuri live. Maybe there are things that I have yet to try, but I'm certain all of them will end in vain. As long as I stay in this world line, Mayuri will die. If I go to the Beta World line, Krisu will die. We'll never be able to talk like this again. It's only been 20 days since we met, and yet, memories of Krisu flash before my eyes. Hey, could you not talk to me about me like that? I'm perfectly fine. Let's say we wanted to make a machine that could physically transport people through time. What do we need? Who the hell's Christina? I never said that. I don't want to deny who I've been, because even my failures are part of who I am today. We may have created a monster here. You said I was your friend, remember? You said I was important to you. That made me really happy, I guess. Once we're done upgrading the phone wave, I want you to come with me. I want to be your strength. Thank you. I know you're hurting for me. So much has happened these past 20 days. We argued, we exchanged insults. We made incredible discoveries together, and when confronted with those implications, we shared our fears. Whenever I hit a dead end in my struggle to save Mayuri, I always turned to Krisu for help. She always listened and always believed me. And I helped her too, when she was distraught over her father. We promised to go to Aomori together. Without this girl's genius on our side, we would not have the time loop machine. Proud, passionate Masuke Krisu, always strong, or at least pretending to be. A little noisy too, and a serious to a fault. Before I knew it, she'd become the centre of the lab. From the very beginning, I was attracted to her radiant confidence. I found myself mesmerised by every gesture, hung on every word. Listened entrapped whenever she presented her latest theory. At the end of the day, the reason I never called her by her name was because I was too embarrassed. I admired her. I longed for her. I didn't want to admit it to myself. Only now do I realise the truth. I love her. And that's why I want so desperately to save her. She is not just a fellow lab ma'am. To me, Kurisu is more than that. And yet, I have no choice. In the end, everything she said was right. I can't save you. I'm sorry. In a desperate attempt to hold back my tears, I bite my lip tightly. The taste of blood spreads through my mouth. Why does it have to be you? Why? I pound my fist on the table. Silence. Nothing moves. Outside the window is only darkness. Is this what it's like to be the only person left in the world? Hey, Okabe. Once you go to the Beta World line, Mayu and Hashida will forget the time we spent together, right? Chris's cheek starts to redden, and she turns away. Will you remember me? Her voice is barely a whisper. Of course I remember you. Of course I will. There's no way I could ever forget the girl most important to me. You mean? What the hell are you saying? The truth. But, proof. I need proof. You can't come up with, I can't come up with a formula otherwise. Kurisu is getting flustered for some reason. And the accent. Oh my gosh, she's just lost it. Scattered in response to stress. It always indicates. What? Kurisu. I speak her name. Our eyes meet. I love you. Kurisu looks away, her face bright red. And you? What? Do you, how do you feel about me? You want to know? Kurisu suddenly looks me straight in the eye. Her face is still red, but expression is firm. She walks straight to me and grabs me by the collar and jerks me towards her. Close your eyes. Did I make her mad? Perhaps Kurisu hates me for some reason. Maybe she really did mean all those insults she said to me. That would be really sad. I slowly lick my trembling lips and timidly try to ask a question. Why close my... Just shut up and close them. I do as I told, though I still don't know why she's so angry. My collar is still in Chris's grasp. Abruptly I feel a soft sensation against my lips. The faint scent of citrus tickles my nose. When I open my mouth in surprise, I see Chris's face scant millimeters away. And then I understand what just happened. She's kissing me. Her lips are very warm. My mind goes blank. I'm unable to think. I want to stay like this forever. But soon our lips separate. Crystal looks down shyly. What? It's not like I did it because I wanted to or anything. It's just you promised that you won't forget about me. Research shows that memories are harder to forget when coupled with intense emotions. You're a virgin and a perv, so I'm sure you have an eligible... Oh, she's going in hyperspeed mode. So active transfer in short-term memory to long-term memory. This is done by achieving meaning to the matter to be remembered, or by relating the matter to some other familiar memory. Of your first kiss, instantly making long-term memory. We'll never forget, so I just don't want you to forget about me, Okabe. No matter what. My heart fills with love for Krisu, as she makes her fantastic excuses. What a relief. Krisu wasn't mad. She's just trying to hide her embarrassment. I want to be with her even more. I want to talk to her even more. I want to learn even more about her. But I know that wish can never come true. My chest tightens and I feel like I'm suffocating. Desperate to keep my emotions under control, I place my own hands on top of Krisu's, which are still grabbing my collar. Sorry to disappoint you. That wasn't my first kiss. Why you're just cherry boy. Shut up, virgin. I remember playfully kissing Mayuri in elementary school, and just a little while ago I was forced to kiss Mocha to silence it. But that was on another world line, and now it never happened, so I guess it doesn't count? So it wasn't your first. Right, so it's only a week, only left a weak impression. Probably not enough to become a long-term memory. Ouch! I'm lying, of course. I've never felt such an intense kiss as that. The shock was like a lightning bolt to the brain. But still, I'm lying. Because if I miss this opportunity, I may never be able to touch Krisu again. This is my last chance. So, once more. What? Krisu fidgets. She usually glares at me harshly, but now she's avoiding my eyes. I don't ever want to forget. So let's make doubly sure. I decide to take the initiative. I wrap my arm gently around Krisu's waist and pull her slender body against mine. Then I guess I have no choice. Krisu looks up at me shyly. Just a kiss, okay? What is she worried about? I'll do. Be gentle, okay? I run my fingers softly through her hair. Then I slowly bend down. Okabe. We're both shy, so we end up pecking at each other's lips, like two small birds. Then we draw back and look at each other. Krisu's eyes are wet. Tears are running down her cheeks. I kiss them away. They're salty. Don't forget me. We press our lips together again. Stronger than the first time, longer than the first time. I never want to let go. We embrace each other tightly. Our feelings too powerful to contain. We sneak each other's warmth again and again. Locked in our embrace, we feel each other's breath. We feel each other's scent. We feel each other's taste. It's too fast. Whisper whispers resonates through my embrace. Time is going by too fast. I could really use a word with Einstein right now. Time is not absolute. Einstein proved that time could be fast or slow, depending on the observer. Hey, Okabe. That theory of relativity is so romantic. And so sad, don't you think? How does Krisu feel about me? In the end, she never really answered my question. Early morning, Akihabara Station. Krisu standing before the entrance with a huge suitcase behind her. She waves to me shyly as I approach. Then she blushes and shoots me her usual glare. After that kiss, Krisu went back to her hotel to pack. The suitcase must hold everything she brought to Japan. She's going back to America. Well then. Are you sure I shouldn't call Mayuri or Daru? I think that would make it just make it harder. But you, I have no trouble leaving behind. Ouch. That was a joke. Krisu looks like she's about to cry. I'm sure I look just as sad. But I won't cry. I don't have the right. This is a souvenir. Take it. I hand her future gadget number 2, the bamboo helicam. The bamboo helicam equipped with a CCD camera, which allowed it to record video in the air. A truly groundbreaking invention. But sadly, due to the constant high-speed rotation, the video process tends to cause motion sickness. Oh, no thanks. Just take it. It's not even that bulky. I wanted to give her future gadget number 7, Ghost in the Ball, but it's too big. Chrisu accepts bamboo helicam with a strange smile. Oh fine, I guess I'll take it. And then silence. No words for a while, we just look at each other. Sorry, I can go with you to Amori. Yeah. But these last 2 weeks were fun, in their own way. Give my regards to Mayuri and Hashida, okay? Chrissy spreads her arms wide. Without more hesitation, I step forward and embrace the genius girl one last time. Hang in there, Okabe. Stay well. Chrissy smiles faintly and then turns and walks towards the entrance with suitcase in hand. I watch her go, unable to move a muscle. I want to stop her. I want to wrap my arms around her and tell her to stay with me forever. But I can't. This is what we decided. To save Mayuri, to save the future. I'm sorry, Chrisu. I can't save you. Chrisu will disappear. She'll be left behind on this war line. There's no place for her in the coming world. I will remember you, Maske Chrisu. I will remember your warmth. I will never forget. I don't know whether Chrisu hears my words. She keeps walking, steady stride, back straight, long silky hair fluttering in the wind. She's quickly fading into the distance. But I can tell. I see her shoulders trembling. We will never meet again. Our world lines will never cross again. I'm glad I met you, Chrisu. I would have been lost without you. I love you. Goodbye. I stand there in the entrance as commuters file past, until long after she has vanished from sight, afraid that any emotion, any thought, might cause the tears to fall. The time has come, we now commence the final phase. Nod. Today's the last day of coma. I wonder if this is just the same. No, okay. I take a look around the lab. These 28 days, we managed all 8 members, and now we're back down to 3. The memories we made, the experience we shared. To save Mary, I will do them all. There is sorrow in me and guilt. I grave them deep inside my heart. I will never forget them, I mustn't. These long, yet short summer days. But still I choose to erase our memories. I choose to return everything back to normal. Suza's mission is irrelevant. I'm not doing this for the future. As long as Mayuri lives, nothing else matters. Dao, you may begin. You sure? Yeah. Okie dokie. Dao starts typing in the area N5100 and it's already been connected to the main computer. We'll get into Seren's central database, where they keep the data they mine from Echelon. There we will locate the D-mail sent on July 28th and erase all trace of its existence. With this, we can reach the Beta War line. At last, Mayuri will be safe. I look at Mayuri. She's on the couch sitting straight as a ramrod, with her grandmother's pocket watch pressed to her ear. She stays still, her eyes closed. Whenever Mayuri wants to calm down, she listens to the sound of the pocket watch. Earlier I told Mayuri everything. I guess she's come to terms with it, in her own way. The actual work, I left to Darren. No problem there. While waiting for him to finish, I walked into the development room. In the center of the room is the time leap machine. I squat down and gently brush my finger against the microwave surface. It's cold to the touch. Cool to the touch. I've made irreplaceable friends because of this thing, and because of this thing, I've hurt them. But I don't want to blame the tool. It's how you use the tool that matters. And I've got to admit, it saved me more than once. Still, once it's over, I'll destroy the time loop machine. Must never make the same mistakes again. Oh, Queen, I found it. It's really there. Did the email sent? It's there? Sure is, man. Darrow points at the string of characters. My name is there, followed by a message I wrote about Chris's death. 3 lines, each totaling 12 characters long. This data led Saren to our doorsteps. At FB's instructions, Mocha and the Riders attack. If Suza is right, then erasing this data, we will escape the attractive field of where Saren dominates the future. That will take us to the attractive field beta. To the beta world line within its rage of convergence. To a future without Mayuri's death. Mayuri standing next to me, gazing intently at the monitor. She grabs my hand firmly. Oh, Queen, it's okay. She looks anxious, so I pat her head to calm her down. Everything's set, one push of the enter key and the data's gone. Darrow stands up and gestures to the open seat. I leave the honor to you, Ocarine. I sit down and face the keyboard. This time it ends. Crystal's face floats through my mind. I close my eyes and take a deep breath. Goodbye, Krisu. Slowly I raise my right hand and extend my index finger. Victory is at hand. Darrow twitches at my cry. With the unimaginable balance and unwilling conviction, I have defeated our vast and powerful enemy and now stand triumphant in the field of Ragnarok. I give thanks to my comrades, whose sacrifice made this victory possible. One press of the key and Krisu will die. I firmly grab the coat in the shoulder where it's been stitched together with jagged pink thread. The coming world is the world I wished for. I wished for Mayuri to live and Krisu to die. That is the truth, and I must never forget it. This is the choice of Steins Gate. This is the choice of Okabe Rietor. Let the world be reborn. Swinging down my index finger. At the exact same time I heard the lab door open. My eyes dart towards the sound. There in the doorway stands Krisu. Her face is flushed. Was she running? Why is she here? She should be on her way into the airport right now. Krisu is looking at me. Her eyes are glistening, but her face is all smiles. Did she come back for me? It's a split second of frozen time. I imagine I hear her voice. We didn't say goodbye, she says. Immediately afterward, my finger strikes the enter key. The world starts to warp. The timeline is being rewritten. I feel my consciousness being sucked into the vortex. Reading Steiner. Divergence is changing. The warp accelerates. Krisu. Darrow. Mayuri. Everything in the lab is shifting. Colour fades as my consciousness leaves the sword line. I face to turn Krisu, despite desperate to burn the last sight of her into my eyes. She raises her hand. Goodbye. Okabe, I love... The world line gradually stops spinning. The world, little by little, colour returns. I look to the door. She was standing just there just a moment ago. My assistant, Christina. Masker Krisu. Now she's gone, vanished like a dream. I look around the room. Next to me is Darrow. Behind me is Mayuri. Everything is where it should be. It looks like nothing has changed at all. I gently touch the coat's shoulder, where Krisu fixed the torn stem. It's gone. My coat isn't torn. The stitches, uneven from having been sewn in the dark, have disappeared. There's no trace of that ridiculous pink thread. I stand up and head to the development room. Underneath the table, the time loop machine. No. That's not the time loop machine. It's the phone wave names that change. The upgrades Krisu made are gone. Nothing has changed. This world is exactly the same. All in respect one save one. Krisu was never here. Every trace of her has vanished. Krisu is nowhere now. Nowhere except in my memories. Mayuri and Daru are looking at me. Hey, who was Lab Mem 004 again? I need to ask, even though I know what the answer will be. Ocarine, there isn't a fourth Lab Mem, remember? Are you going to introduce a new Lab Mem? A new member? Requesting cute girl? No. I knew that it would be like this. But the fact that they forgot her existence is so saddening, so frightening. I am the only person in the world who remembers Masuke Krisu as Lab Mem 004. So I won't forget. I alone will live with her memory engraved upon my heart. Now, time to proclaim my triumph. There are still things that must be done. And many sacrifices were made to get here. But despite all that, this is my victory. I have won. Mayuri and Daru stare and wonder at my abrupt laughter. The last battle of Ragnarok is won. I, the insane mad scientist, Hurin Kyoma, with the IQ rivaling that of Einstein himself, have thwarted the organization, outsmarted Seven, and conquered the whole of space and time. Now, at the moment of my triumph, I stand before you as a god. This brave new world is the fruit of my ambition. The hatred system shall collapse, and chaos shall rule the earth. This is truly the choice of Steins. Maya suddenly throws her arms around me. I freeze, utterly taken aback. Daru looks confused as I am. Maya looks up at me and smiles. It's the gentlest smile I've ever seen. It's okay now. What are you saying? I must proclaim our glorious victory. That's all, May. But Ocarine, you look like you're about to cry. You don't have to try so hard, okay? I know you're doing it for me, but I don't want to be a burden. So you don't have to pretend anymore, okay? If you're hurting, just say so, like normal Ocarine would. But Also, I just realized the whole memory's slipping through. Maybe that's why Suzuha remembered the name Hashida. Because we saw it with Lukako and Ferris and potentially now Mayuri. Slightly. You don't have to worry about Mayushi anymore. Mayushi is fine. So you can cry if you want to, okay? I don't know what happened, but it's okay to cry now. And just like that, the mask shatters. All it took was one word from Mayuri. Mayuri, the sister I never had, the girl who always needed my protection. I had to save her. That was my purpose. I even sacrificed the girl I loved. But now, I finally realized that it's over. Mayuri is safe. I'm free. Once more I see Chris's face in my mind's eye. I recall the warmth of her body, the softness of her lips, the weight of her last words. One by one, they pound against my heart. I can't bear it anymore. Whoa, man. Are you really crying? My vision blurs. Tears run down my cheeks. A tidal wave of emotion crashes over me. Nothing remains to hold back. I'll never see Krisu again. That knowledge shreds my heart. I can't hold back my sobs. I can't hold back my tears. This is the world I've been searching for. The world where Mayuri does not die. And yet, it's missing the person most precious to me. It's too much. It's too cruel. Why did it have to be Krisu? Why was I forced to choose? Why did she send me off with a smile? I cling to Mayuri. She strokes my hair gently. I surrender to my grief. 3 days have passed since then, and Mayuri is still alive. Moka and the Rounders have not attacked, and Tanuji has shown no sign of moving against us. Dao has been visiting May Queen as usual, where Mayuri has been working on costume designs for next Koima. Everything is back to normal. Everything save this hole in my heart. Phew, that's that. I'm standing in the dumpster back of the lab. We just finished dumping the last of the trash. This morning, I called Daru, and together we dismantled the phone wave and the IBN 5100. Once again, you could probably have sold that for a lot of money. Oh well. Man, what a waste. That thing was worth a fortune. I know, right? And now we don't have a microwave. How would Marushi eat her juicy chicken #1? You could have sold the IBN 5100 and bought a new microwave. One that doesn't time travel stuff. Go on, I'll get you a new microwave. We no longer need the phone wave. That miraculous time machine built by coincidence. It brought Krisu to my life. But at the same time, it made many people suffer. It must never be used again. Not by me, not by anyone. It's time for the phone wave to die, and with it, the insane mad scientist Huin Kyoma, Lord of Space and Time. I recall what Krisu once said. I don't want to deny who I've been, because even my failures are part of who I am today. I gaze once more upon the scrap heap that was Future Gadget Lab number 8. We stripped it down to the last bolt and circuit board. Surely no one can rebuild it now. Time travel is too much power for any human to wield. We don't need D-mills or time leaps. Even if nothing in the future is guaranteed. Even though I may die tomorrow. Life was never meant to be redone. And that is fine by me. Wouldn't you say so too, Krisu? I look up at the sky, and even though it's the middle of the day, I can see a single star shining. Maybe it's Venus, which suddenly reminds me. Going to the past is possible right now. Look into the sky at night, and you can see how things were tens of thousands of years ago. Every night, we casually travel through time. That's what Krisu said. And each and every word she spoke, I carve into my heart. So that I'll never let them slip from memory. For as long as my life endures. And there you have it. The Krisu ending. Whew. That was quite the ordeal. But you can see that by starting the chain for the thing so far back in chapter 4, getting the messages and building a relationship over time, how Mayuri doesn't become the girl he loves, and Krisu develops a system, a feeling for Okabe as well. So, yeah, it's a very, yeah, I wouldn't even say it's bittersweet, it's just a ending that sucks, because, well, Okabe gets to save his best friend, but at the cost of his lover. Whereas in Mayuri ending, at least he got to save his lover, and at the cost of one of his close friends. So, but, however, things aren't quite all that finished. As you may know, there's actually 6 endings to this game. There is but one more. I'm just waiting to see if there's any post-credit stuff. Which there may be. But I don't know. No. No post-credit stuff. However, there is one more ending. And, you know, with a title such as The True Ending, you may now consider why I've kept it for the last one. And essentially, to get the true ending, you need to reply to the last email that I didn't send. You need to get 6 out of 6 of the Krisu flags. And that's what we'll do next time. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you for the true ending.